everybody.
Hi, friends. Well, from beautiful Salt Lake City, Utah,
It's Thank God I'm Atheist.
where we, a couple of atheists, just look at the world and shake our heads in wonder and amazement.
I'm Frank Feldman.
And I'm Dan Beecher.
And coming up on the show today, Dan, we're going to be talking about weaponized Christian persecution complex, right?
Yeah.
Like how and why, right? What are
No
the goals of spreading stories of Christian persecution?
Let me tell you
By
something. No one
Christians.
is more persecuted than an American Christian white man. Like, you just don't get more persecution than that.
You know, persecution's for everyone, Dan.
It's not fair to hoard it in one group.
The white guys deserve it too, Dan.
White men.
And in fact,
I'm
they
going to talk
probably
about
claim
several white
more
men
unfounded cases of persecution than would be sort of expected from a normal, typical group in the United States. Anyway, we'll be getting to that on the second half of the show. But first, Dan, some shit happened this week.
Oh yeah,
news as it were
continues to do so,
including Dan. It has been revealed. So it is the legislative season in Utah. Our legislature is open for business, and they are finding
about it.
They're finding things that don't need to be legislated on. Anyway,
why don't we should just call it grandstanding season. It's the season of the grandstand. Yeah. It happens on the left too here. There's the gerrymander has been fixed at least temporarily, and so now we've got lefties grandstanding to get the one
congressional seat. Yeah.
So
we'll see how that goes. But this is our state legislature.
Yeah.
And just a bunch of petty. We were just talking about white men. A bunch of petty white men. And women. There are also white women in the legislature. There are some people of color in the legislature. But
believe it or not, in the Utah state legislature, there are like three or four.
They are there, but they are very, very, very much proving the whole minority thing in the legislature. Anyway, so let's back up slightly.
Okay.
A number of years ago, within the last 10 years, I think maybe in the last 5 years, I think it's about 10 years ago, Salt Lake City, our city council honorarily renamed a street here in the city. 900 South was given the honorary name, not an official name. This is not the name that appears necessarily on maps, right?
Or addresses.
On addresses, correct. But there are some street signs along a certain stretch of 900 South in Salt Lake that carry the name Harvey Milk Boulevard.
Correct.
Harvey Milk was the first openly elected gay person in the United States to public office in a major city. He was sat on the equivalent of city council in San Francisco. Right?
And was a champion of gay rights and sort of has become a folk hero among the LGBTQ plus.
Yeah, absolutely. And rightly so. I read a book when I was like a young gay man. I read a book about Harvey Milk to like, oh, wow. Yeah. Here's an inspirational, gay person. Right. So I've been very aware of Harvey Milk for quite some time. And I thought that the renaming of 900 South in Salt Lake made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Salt Lake has, when they do this, at least they did this with this street, they did a real big outreach program to all the businesses and residents along 900 South, just making sure that that they liked this idea, right? And that people were generally on board. I think there were some people who probably didn't like the idea, but generally speaking, the businesses along 900 South have been really supportive. A lot of pride flags are out. I've seen people very proudly sort of touting the fact that they're on Harvey Milk Boulevard. Right. There's some queer owned businesses along there. There's a gay bar on 900 South.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it's kind of like a hip strip in Salt Lake. There's lots of restaurants, bars, cute stores. It's that kind of place for those of you, the uninitiated of Salt Lake, about Salt Lake. Anyway, so everything's great. Everything's good, right? Well, there's, let's go back now to the state legislature. You got to know this isn't going to go well. Yeah. There is a state legislator by the name of Trevor Lee. He's a Republican. Surprise.
Yeah.
And he's actually the guy, just a little history on him. He's the guy who was responsible for the no pride flags flying on government property law that passed last year.
Right.
That prevents Salt Lake City from flying just a normal pride flag during Pride Month, which they have done for a number of years now on at City Hall. Right. So anyway, Salt Lake got around that by adopting a version of the pride flag.
Yeah.
Right. That has like the city emblem in the corner.
Yeah. And made it an official flag of Salt Lake City. Official flag.
So screw you, Trevor Lee.
Yeah. Fuck off, you piece of shit. But he didn't fuck off.
He did not fuck off. Not at all. So he is now coming for Harvey Milk Boulevard. And he has a piece of legislation that he's pushing this year, House Bill 196, which would allow the Utah legislature to make a special designation of a name to a locally owned road. This is something that cities have always had the right to do themselves, name their own streets, right, that they own. This is not a state street that's going through. It is a locally owned street, and a city-owned street, I guess we should say. Anyway, he would like to rename it to, brace yourself, everyone, Charlie Kirk Boulevard.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Charlie was killed here in Utah, and that's like, oh my God, it's just so he obviously just wants to fuck with gay people, probably in every way that can be interpreted.
He would love to fuck or be fucked by.
I'm sure he's.
I'm sorry,
the lady doth protest too much. Methinks.
He doesn't understand that phrase, though, Dan.
No, he doesn't. Or else understand
maybe
much.
He would stop protesting.
What's ironic is that, like, he's not from Salt Lake. He's from like Layton or something.
Yeah,
and so like you could get a Charlie Kirk Boulevard in Layton. You could probably get Layton to get behind that. Just push for that.
Why not Orem? Why not Orem?
Oh,
this is the city where he was assassinated.
The city where he was assassinated, there should be a Charlie Kirk, like a little Charlie cul-de-sac. The Kirk-de-sac. Charlie Kirk's sack. Anyway.
But here's the thing. If those communities want to rename one of their streets after Charlie Kirk, and they go through their normal process for renaming a street, and that seems like a more appropriate thing to do.
Yeah.
Because also, what you're doing is you're honoring the person in a community that would also honor.
Yeah, that cares person, about that
would
person.
Care, and that that isn't going to do what I probably shouldn't go on the record to say that if that thing gets named Charlie Kirk Boulevard, I will be out there personally myself doing something to those signs.
Oh, we're all vandalizing the signs.
Like there's no fucking way that's going to be allowed to just stand.
That will never. It will be minutes if they ever did that. If they actually, and I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. I haven't looked at, but if they actually did try to make Harvey Milk Boulevard into Charlie Kirk Boulevard, literally those signs would be up for fractions of seconds before they were just vandalized completely.
Like, seriously, it would be like the toppling of the Saddam Hussein statue, right? Like, we would be out there just like
there would be a line 12 miles long of people waiting to be arrested as they tried to put it up, and then we'll just take it down. Okay, you arrest me, and the next guy comes and tries to take it down and arrest him, and the next we'll just calmly line up and just not allow that. Because
I was thinking like the thing that I would probably do is go get like some little sleeves that are the right size, that are green and printed and say Harvey Milk Boulevard, and just slip it, because it's not vandalism. They'd have a hard time saying that I vandalized it.
Oh, I would vandalize the shit out of it.
No, but I'm saying
I would have
I'm not
stickers made.
I'm not good. Yeah, whatever. I'm just saying there are also non-destructive things that you could do to make the point, right?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
You could cover them. You could knit things.
Sure, crochet.
We could get the knitting groups out to like knit covers over it.
Yeah.
I think that I would help. I would contribute money toward, because right now there's like a mural to Harvey Milk along Harvey Milk Boulevard. I would most definitely help pay for a mural of Charlie Kirk. I guarantee you Trevor Lee would not like the mural of Charlie Kirk that goes up. How about, but like there are things that if he thinks for a moment that this would just like, that the outcome wouldn't be worse, that he would be that he would be setting up horrible things being said about Charlie Kirk, depictions of Charlie Kirk that he would hate and loathe and would hurt his little feelings.
Maybe we should preempt this. Maybe we should make that mural now. Let's not wait for him to be successful or not. Let's crowdfund a fucking mural of Harvey Milk pouring milk over Charlie Kirk's head.
I mean, so here's the thing. Like, I don't think that we need to, I think you stoop to that level once they've fully stooped to that level. I don't think we need to, like, I don't want to go after their guy, right? Like, I don't like Charlie Kirk, right? And I will speak truth about and point out the horrible things that Charlie Kirk advocated for and said, so forth and so on. I'll be honest about him, but I'm not going to sit here and like actively shit on Charlie Kirk just to shit on Charlie Kirk.
Okay, how about
unless they're stooping to some stupid level, right?
I'm going to do, how about this? It's a picture, it's a mural, Charlie Kirk kissing another man, I haven't figured out who it is yet, in heaven with rainbows all around.
Great. Yeah.
That's the one. All right.
So that everybody, that's happening. If you're here in Utah and you're out in the suburbs, contact your state legislator and just just be like, listen, this is just, point out some of the things that we've been talking about. This is wrong. Salt Lake should be able to decide for themselves what they name their streets. And if they go through with renaming this Charlie Kirk Boulevard, you know those assholes in Salt Lake are going to do awful things, right? To those signs and in the memory of Charlie Kirk. So just don't do it. Don't go near it. This is one of those things that the cruelty is the point.
Yes.
Like, this is what Trevor Lee, he clearly, truly hates gay people.
Right. 100%.
Like, truly deep. Like, and this is a deep within him,
an abiding animus,
hatred to gay people.
Right.
And so, like, this should not, the reasonable people in the state legislature, and there are enough of them that should be able to see that this is just pointless, that it's mean and nasty.
And if you're a gay Utahn, get to know his face so that when you see it on your grinder, you can out him and fuck up his life.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of just horrible people grandstanding, I'm gonna take us to Texas, where one of the worst humans on the planet Earth, Ken Paxton, is the Attorney General. Possibly not for long, because I think he's running for Senate. Anyway, he is. Okay. This is a guy who his entire career, he has been so utterly corrupt, it's been amazing. And the Texas state legislature almost impeached him and got him out. And then he did some political maneuvering last minute and solved and got himself, secured his self so that he didn't get impeached or whatever. Anyway, he's just a genuine shitbag. Just a really amazing, kind of amazing piece of shit. Anyway, It is politically expedient and important for him to make sure that the Christians see him crusading, and the latest crusade that he is wasting taxpayer dollars on is that he is suing his own state. Mm-hmm. He is suing his office as Attorney General is suing the Department of Public Safety because they will not allow Christians to put ads in the official driver's handbook of Texas. Now
there are ads in there to begin with?
Put a pin in that question.
Okay.
I'm going to keep moving. Here's the thing. They don't allow any religions to put ads. There are strictures to what ads could be put into this driving handbook. The following subjects or types of advertising may not be included in the handbook or mailings. The very first one is religious ads of any kind.
Okay.
B, controversial organizations, ballot measures, tobacco ads, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Political ads, gambling ads, alcoholic beverages. Anyway, Ken Paxton is outraged that religious ads are not allowed.
They should be required.
They should be required to do it.
The first thing it should have said that they need to go out and find some religious ads to run. And if there's nobody willing to pay, then they need to run them for free.
I mean,
because this is Texas, goddammit.
This is begging. This is just catnip for the Satanists, obviously.
Yeah, clearly.
But here's the other thing. I'll pull the pin out of your question, Frank. There have never been any ads in the Texas State Driving Handbook. I don't know why they have laws or rules about what ads they can put in, because you don't put ads in there, because who would advertise in that? It's not a place where it's appropriate to have advertising. It's not a place where you need to have advertising, and who would pay to have
maybe like a personal injury attorney, right? Like,
yeah, sure.
Like, sure.
Yeah.
Like in a wreck, right? Like, learning to, are you a bad driver? Are you
new
still
to
learning
the road?
to learn? Yeah.
Call so-and-so.
Remember our name when you get in a wreck.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like maybe that seems like,
but since,
I don't know who else would even want to.
But since since they've never done any advertising at all. Yeah, right. Drive-throughs.
Yeah.
This is such an obvious grandstand. He has nothing to support his claims that there's any amount of discrimination because
nobody's ever run.
Nobody's ever even advertised in there. You can't discriminate if there's nothing happening.
Well, now I think we should run an ad
in the. I mean, that's the thing. What he's saying is you have to allow religious ads. Well, guess what? If you have to allow religious ads, you have to allow all religious ads.
Yeah.
And you're just going to get yourself sued by the Satanists or some atheists or somebody.
Yeah.
Because we're in it to sue you people. That is our goal. Anyway, there you go.
I'm blown away, Dan.
Stupid.
Absolutely blown away. These religious folks, people. Something else.
We should do a whole podcast about them.
Yeah. Anyway, well, here's something that might be encouraging after such a story.
Yeah.
We've talked a bit about some new numbers that have come out about the changing sort of religious landscape in the United States, right? The fall off of belief, this much sort of touted revival that's happening amongst young people. The numbers aren't bearing that out, right? So forth and so on, and I think that it's led a lot of us in our realm of the United States, in our neck of the woods, to sort of, belief wise, to kind of be like, feel a little anxiety almost. Wait, the dip isn't continuing, right? Our numbers aren't growing anymore. Well, rest assured, everybody, you can sleep easy at night. These are some recently released numbers about Protestant church closures in the United States, being outpacing new Protestant church openings.
Well, that is heartwarming.
Right?
That's a heartwarming idea.
There was a net loss of 200 Protestant churches in the United States in the year 2024.
Yeah.
Now, this is according to Lifeway Research. And 200 is kind of significant, actually.
Yeah.
This is 4,000 churches closed while 3,800 opened or were planted in the language of this article.
I fucking hate that shit so much.
Church plantings. Yes, that's what we need more of.
Well, clearly they're not tending to their plants very well. They're dying left and right.
They're dying. It is interesting, and as to be expected, the new churches do tend to stay open. The churches that are closing are previous generations churches, right? The old established churches that are decades old. These are the ones that are most likely to actually be closing, right? Because they were your grandfather's church, your grandparents' church, right? Or your parents' church. And they just aren't appealing to the young folk in the same way.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
they don't have cool rock music.
Yeah, so cool. Anyway, so 5 years before those numbers came out, so in 2019, let's see, 1,500 more churches closed than opened. 5 years before that, there were let's see, more Protestant churches opened than closed by a 300 margin. Okay. So these numbers kind of bounce around a little bit, but definitely for kind of in recent years, there have been more closing than opening. So it's great stuff. There are approximately, this is interesting, Dan, 293,000 Protestant congregations in this country. It's a big fucking country.
Wow.
Doesn't that kind of blow your mind?
The
article
blow my mind.
talks about how Protestant churches tend to be small, right?
Sure.
Aside from like the mega churches, those massive,
but you got to think about all of the
churches.
churches that are like in a little strip mall that are just like one storefront in a strip mall. And
these churches are really struggling these days, right? Like I have seen articles talking about sort of the how the trend is obviously favoring the mega churches, but that doesn't appeal to everybody, right? Like a lot of people like the more intimate, small community to worship in. And this article actually brought up something that kind of caught my attention I hadn't really thought about, which is the increase of in the cost of living, right? Mm-hmm. But a higher cost of living correlates pretty strongly with this issue because people have fewer resources to give to the church, right? Yeah. They have fewer free resources, even if they are going to church. It's very likely that these churches are having to get by on much less money because people just don't have it to give anymore.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to point out that maybe inflation isn't so bad after all, right? Like
there's an upside, you guys. Come on. You're not even talking about it.
Like the next time you're worried about the price of groceries, guys, just remember that's also less money going to churches.
Don't imagine a child starving. Imagine Jesus starving. And then that'll That's a heartwarming thought. All right. I'm going to take us to your former neck of the woods.
Oh, no.
Have you been to Broken Arrow, Oklahoma?
Tons of times.
I'm sure.
Love Broken Arrow.
Yeah.
Suburb. Yeah, it's a great big old suburb of Tulsa.
Okay.
Good schools, very good schools in Broken Arrow.
Okay. I'll tell you what there isn't in Broken Arrow. A new mosque.
I believe it. I believe that.
Here's the thing. There are apparently plenty of Muslims in and around that area.
Really?
Because they have an Islamic center, a mosque in Midtown.
Okay.
And it's not sufficient. It's too small.
Okay.
They have apparently 400 parking spaces there, but twice as many members. So they needed another mosque. So, they found a plot of land 15 minutes away and bought it. This was agricultural land apparently, but the city was looking to rezone it for the right people, apparently, not for everybody. But they wanted businesses to come in and use that land, and then they would rezone it so that you could use it. Well,
right.
It turns out that was not an offer that was tendered to everyone, as I said. So there have been. So the city council has had city council meetings as they are wont to do, and the one where they were going to discuss the new proposed mosque, which by the way was approved by all of the the city planners and all of the planning commission. They're all giving it the thumbs up. Everything's correct about this. There's nothing untoward. It is it's basically ready to go.
Okay.
Over 1,000 people showed up to the city council meeting.
Oh no.
And unless you think that they came up with a line of reasoning that masked their obvious bias and bigotry, no. It was literally just a cavalcade of people coming in saying things like, quote, "We do not need or want another Dearborn, Michigan or East Plano Islamic Center. They reject our laws." This is where the rubber meets the road here. "They reject our laws and customs, and as you can see by their own writings," this person has never read any of their writings, let's be real. "Their goal is to take over and impose their laws, not assimilate, embrace, or comply with our Constitution or our culture."
Whoa. Yeah, I wouldn't want those people either.
Right. And so
if that's who was actually.
So if you believe OAN about what Islam is about and what Muslims want, etc. Right. And of course, you've got a whole bunch of Muslims up there trying to just say, "Hey, we're just people. We want to build a worship house." Which, by the way, would have a free clinic in it, that's open to anybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was going to be a nice a nice spot.
Oh no!
Of course, they voted 4-1 against this, I think that was right.
Yeah, keep it out. Keep that element out.
Yeah, and literally, it's so interesting. Like every quote that I read, and I saw this in 3 different places. I saw write-ups about this, and every quote that I read from someone opposing it was spouting a bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with actual Muslims. Yeah, it is just the right-wing line, what they are spewing about Muslims in this country. If anybody had gotten up and said, "Hey, anybody remember the biggest terrorist attack that has ever happened in the state of Oklahoma?"
Yeah.
Because that was done by a white Christian boy.
Yeah.
Dan.
What are we
talking about?
Found you in the parking lot later if you'd said that. It would not have gone over well.
No, but it's true.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. Like these people. Look, I'm no fan of Islam. I'm no fan of Muslims. They're not my favorite group. But holy shit, just these lies that these people are convinced are the truth.
Yeah. And to fight this kind of thing, they clearly have never fought anything like this before, because what you need to do is you get up and you talk about traffic,
Yeah, you get up
you find an actual real issue that the city council can be like, oh yeah, there's going to be too much traffic. That road wasn't built for 800 cars,
right? Yeah,
coming out on a Friday afternoon,
right?
Like,
yeah. Anyway. You talk about anything but that, but this worked, at least for now. I don't know if a lawsuit is in the works. I'm sure it is.
If it was just patently just because of who and what group is doing that, of course. Please sue.
It's so obvious that that's what it was. So it was
so funny. Like you're right. Islam sucks, but I hate bigots more.
Yeah.
Like I just do.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan. Well, good old Broken Arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Broken humanity. How about that? Oklahoma.
Oh, it's a lovely town, though, Dan.
Rename your city Broken Humanity.
Just this giant sprawl of houses, just as far as the eye can see. Just gorgeous
and
beautiful brick homes,
and
as far as the eye can see.
Only one mosque, thank God.
Well, I would assume the mosque. Were they talking about a mosque in Broken Arrow that already exists, or in Tulsa that already exists?
I don't know. I don't care.
Okay. Well, all right, Dan.
Yeah.
So, I want to talk about immigration, Dan.
Oh, great!
It's a hot topic in the United States right now.
Yeah.
As you know, they're taking it seriously, Dan. This crack.
I don't know.
Maybe even. I think that the seriousness has even surprised some Trump voters.
Oh yeah,
how seriously they're taking immigration right now. It's a little shocking. Dan.
Yeah, I don't think they're taking it seriously. I think they're taking really decisive action.
Yeah,
I don't think they're taking anything seriously. But okay.
They're definitely not advocating for comprehensive immigration reform.
No,
like was proposed back in 2025, and that was going to 2024 before the elections, that was going to pass, and then Trump got in the way of it because he knew it was a good issue for him. Right. He knew that people were riled up about all the people coming into the country,
all the brown folks. Yeah.
And so in the midst of this horrendous and cruel crackdown on immigrants in this country, the Department of Homeland Security has decided that there is a group that they're going to help and make a little bit easier for them to be able to come to the country and get green cards and everything. And that's religious workers, Dan. Because there are U.S. congregations that bring in pastors and imams and rabbis from abroad.
I don't think imams are coming in. I think you've missed the mark on the imam part. But yes, there are pastors and whatnot. Yeah.
This program, there has been a religious workers visa program.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And it has applied to imams. Just to be clear, it has in the past. I don't know if this is what we're talking about right now, but it definitely has in the past. These people come to the United States to work in or lead any number of kinds of congregations. And it's really, really critical that they be allowed to continue. I think we talked about this when there was a rule change during the Biden administration, where they had moved some queues around and they were putting all of these abused and neglected children from like Guatemala and Honduras and El Salvador into the same queue as the folks doing the religious green card.
It's almost like children who desperately need help are almost as important as liars who like to say nice things to groups of people.
Well, anyway, this has
funny
created a
costumes.
backlog. There used to be a system, and so this is kind of how it would work. They'd come in, these religious folks,
Yeah.
religious workers would come in on a 5-year visa, and that was usually enough time for them to get a green card
Right.
worked out. And then they never had to leave the country again, right? Or and if they did, they could just come right back.
Yeah.
Well, what happened because of this, all of these other people getting added to this queue, it created a backlog, and now like they're just not getting processed in the 5 years. The green cards are not getting processed in the 5-year window that they're being brought in on.
Right.
And when at the expiration of that visa that they're coming into the country, after the 5 years, they're required to leave the country for a year before they can come back on another one of them.
Okay.
Well, Department of Homeland Security they're waiving that 1 year. You still have to leave the country and come back.
just
The
go down to
bureaucratic
El Paso
requirements can be-
and walk over and then walk back.
it can be mind numbing, how some of these things have to work. You
Right.
have to leave to come back.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, and it's all being couched as under the guise of religious freedom.
Yeah.
This is important for these people's religious freedom. And that just doesn't really work for me, right? Because it says, so DHS, the Department of Homeland Security, in their statement, emphasized their commitment to protecting religious freedom. Apparently this is all in response to a lawsuit that the Catholic Diocese of Paterson, New Jersey, brought against DHS, the Department of State, and the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. And they are arguing explicitly under these terms that this is that it will cause severe and substantial disruption to the lives and religious freedoms of the priests and the people that they serve. And I just don't know how that works for me as an argument, right? Like nobody's infringing on anybody's right to religious freedom by saying, by
denying their visa,
their right to be in the country, right? Like you can go and be religious back home.
Yeah.
Right. Nobody's taking this freedom away from you.
Yeah.
All it is creating a favored status once again for religious folk in the midst of a crackdown.
Yeah.
They're saying, oh, but religious people entering the country, that's okay.
See, now you see a logical/legal problem. I see a solution, and that is somebody needs to ordain every immigrant in this country. Somebody just needs to say a blanket ordination ritual over every immigrant we have here. And then give them the opportunity, just start handing out ordination documents.
Sure.
So that they can all go and file and say, hey, I got to do this visa, this religious workers visa. You have to let me stay.
Yeah, you have to, and there's some sort of sham organization that they all sort of work for, and that they're critical for, because I mean that's the thing. I think these churches, you have to kind of be lined up with a church or a mosque.
Well, I'm saying a real church should do this. I'm saying get one of these very liberal, Methodist lesbian preachers or whatever,
right?
And just start handing out ordinations left and right.
Yeah. Everyone's
a priest now.
You're a priest, and you're a priest, and you're a priest,
and you're a deacon, but you're a priest, and you're a priest. Yeah, exactly.
And you're essential.
Yeah, exactly.
You're essential to our operations.
Ma'am, this person cannot be a priest. They are 5 years old. That's a priest.
How dare you tread on my religious freedom?
I have the freedom.
Religious freedom, man. It is the number one freedom. You claim religious freedom in this country, you can get away with anything. All right. Well, I'm going to, speaking of freedom and religion, Oh.
There is some dark clouds hovering over the Diocese of Charlotte in North Carolina.
No.
It's sad and a little scary.
Okay.
But Bishop Michael Martin
has
issued a pastoral letter that has ruffled feathers across the diocese and beyond. You're aware, I'm sure, of the Catholic ritual of communion.
Yeah, sure.
A weekly ritual where people go and they are fed bits of Jesus, and that's real nice. Some of the bits are chewy and a little gross tasting, and some are made of alcohol.
Hey, not every god lets himself be eaten every week.
Right?
It's pretty cool.
So generous.
That is like Christianity's got. That was a clever one.
That was a clever one.
Come meet me.
I mean, you got to love when, a guy says a thing as a metaphor, and then hundreds of years later, some dude is like, wait, but was it a metaphor though? Or was it real? And then for the rest of everything, it's real now. Anyway, communion, I want you to envision communion. You've probably seen it happen. Have you seen communion be taken?
I have. Yes.
What do you picture? Someone walks up.
They walk up. They get a little wafer thingy. Well, they kind of do a little thingy, and then they get a little wafer put in their mouth, and the priest says, like, body of Christ. And then they also have the thing where they all drink from the chalice or whatever. And he says, blood of Christ. Very different from what the Mormons do.
What's the posture of the person are they standing? Or,
I think they kneel. I think they do a little kneel.
Wrong!
What?
And that's the crux of this huge, big ordeal is that the bishop has decided that has announced that the correct posture, the norm, is that Holy Communion is to be received standing, unless an individual member of the faithful wishes to receive communion while kneeling. So he has ordered that anything that is, because they have these little, like, sort of wooden stands that have a cushioned kneeling pad and like handrails so that you can kneel down, take your thing, and then stand up. If that is not bolted to the ground, get it out of there. No, you can still kneel to take your communion, but it can't be comfortable for you because the appropriate stance is standing. And this is such a big deal to them. And that's fun. What's hilarious to me is he's not saying you can't kneel. He just literally is taking away, but only the ones that aren't attached to the floor. If your church has one that's attached to the floor, you just leave it. It's fine. And this is such a big deal that priests in the diocese have gone over his head and written to the Vatican to ask for clarity to see if he has the authority to do this.
Because the standard, I mean, you kneel, right? Like, this is just...
I don't know. I've seen it 2 or 3 times in my life in real life that wasn't at a movie, a movie or whatever.
Sure.
I don't know that I paid that much attention. I think I've seen both. I think I've seen standing and I've seen kneeling.
Interesting.
It's just the minutia are so dumb, and yet, oh my God.
God cares, Dan. Jesus, if you're going to be eating Jesus, you need to be doing it the right way.
Is that guy eating me while on his knees?
Get up off your knees!
Oh, you son of... That guy is going to have back trouble for the next 3 weeks.
My sciatica! Why did I kneel? Why did I kneel?
Don't worry, you guys. Take religion seriously. It's very important.
And so this goes for both the wine and the host?
You're supposed to be standing, I guess. Whatever.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Things that don't matter.
It probably makes it the people with bad knee. This guy probably has a bad knee. He's very aware of so he's dug in deep, right? He's like, I got to figure this out. This can't be right. There's no way God wants me to kneel. He has a
golfing buddy who's like, oh, I always feel pressure to kneel, but I don't want to. And he's like, you know what? I can help you out with that.
I think I got a solution.
All right.
We're going to rip those stupid things out of these churches.
Yeah. I'm getting rid of them.
You won't feel the pressure to kneel anymore, Bob.
Yeah.
It'd be great. Yeah.
Well, if you'd like to write into us about Bob or any of the things that we've talked about so far on the show, please feel free to do so. It's podcast@thankgodimatheist.com.
Or call and leave us a voicemail message. We'd love to hear from you. The telephone number is 424-666-8442. Stick around. There's more show coming up.
Well, Frank, we've had some folks write into us and call into us, so let's get right to it. This was unsigned, but it says, well, it happened. Oh. I was told by my family that atheists don't exist. I suppose I've been doing it for the last 25 years or 20 plus years as a joke. Apparently, being tolerant gets you nothing with these people. Also, you can't be Christian and support Trump. If you believe in heaven and hell and you voted for Trump, you are hellbound, and that's it. Okay, fair enough.
Fair enough.
That line of there's no such thing as atheists. They love that. When an evangelical gets their hands on there's no such thing as atheists, just people who want to sin or whatever.
Oh my God, yeah.
They just want to sin. That's
me.
all.
That's me, Dan. I'm such a sinner.
You just get out there and you're just like, what sins can I do today? You wake up in the morning, you draw your curtains.
Yeah. I got my little list, Dan.
You take a big breath and you just go, what's today's lineup of sins going to be?
I make a little box next to each item so that I can check it off.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great way to refresh each day.
I feel better. Get a little theft in.
Oh man!
Before breakfast.
It's yeah. I mean, you have the advantage because you get to just be gay, which is like
I'm a constant sinner.
You start the day off just already +1 on the sin count.
Oh my God! I open the curtains and I'm just like, good morning. And it's sin number 1 right there.
Check. Meanwhile, I have to think about it. I have to put in the effort.
Dan, you were so deeply living in sin. I can't even.
I've got all the sin. All right. But yeah, what an obnoxious thing to say. It'd be fun to start saying there's no such thing as Christians. And just come up with a whole line of reasoning. There's no such thing
that
as
should
Christians.
be the retort.
Yeah.
Right.
What are you talking about? There's no such thing as Christians.
No atheists. No. There's no Christians.
There's no such thing as you.
There's no such thing.
You're just atheists
what are you talking about?
Who are too afraid to face the void. That's all you are.
I mean, that feels right, actually.
It's not, no.
Dan, you phrase it like that. I think you're right. I'm writing this down, Dan.
Yeah, everybody. There you go.
There's that might be the title of this episode.
there's no
such thing
as Christians. Okay.
I love that. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a T-shirt.
We'll sell it. We'll put it on our.
Don't make promises we can't keep, Dan.
All we do is make promises we can't keep. We haven't kept a promise since 2011.
Oh no!
All right, we have a voicemail, don't we?
We do have a voicemail. Yeah, this is Doug. He calls in a few weeks ago. You and I kind of got in deep about the fact that I'm sort of fascinated by Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah,
I think she's bizarre. Like when you actually watch her in like the Bill Maher interview that happened or she was on Bill Maher. I went and watched it. I don't really like that show that much because Bill Maher is obnoxious.
Yeah.
But
we are on record as not being Bill Maher fans.
But it's kind of fascinating to watch her because it's like you want to immediately dismiss her as just being like, well, what is she up to? Right. Why is she seeming so reasonable right now? This can't actually be real.
It's a ploy. It must be a ploy.
She also goes on to The View, and The View ladies are all just like, who is this?
Yeah.
Right. And then she gets a big write-up in the New York Times and you read the whole thing and you're like, who is this person?
What is happening here?
And so what I love about her is that she has like, I thought she was something that I didn't like. And it turns out that she's something else entirely that I also still don't really like.
Right.
But I respect my new version of her infinitely more than I liked that old version.
Right.
So
infinite zero is still zero, but that's okay. Let's hear what Doug had to say.
Okay.
Hey, gentlemen, this is Doug from Boston. I just wanted to call to say I love the idea of a brunch with Marjorie, and if Frank can pull it off, I pledge to commit $100 to help defray the cost of this epic event. And if Frank can get somehow Marjorie to wear open-toe sandals to the brunch, I'll even throw in an extra $50. For all I know, her feet could be fucking hideous, but what the hell, it's worth a try. Godspeed, gentlemen. Thank you.
I think maybe let's just leave the second part alone because I don't know quite where my mind is going.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what it's about. Maybe there's a meme we've missed about Marjorie Taylor Greene's feet.
Maybe.
But also just, or maybe Doug has a foot thing. That's fine. Either way.
Fine. Yeah.
We don't understand what's going on with the foot thing. But
$100 toward brunch.
Yeah.
This is a better brunch. We were just able to upgrade.
We upgraded the brunch.
This is no longer meeting at Waffle House.
Madge, we are here for this brunch.
We're going to find a nice hotel.
We got to make it happen.
Lobby cafe to meet at now. I think we got upgraded.
Are we doing buffet? Is that what it is? Is it a buffet?
It's got to have mimosas.
Oh.
It has to have I need
endless, unlimited, bottomless mimosas. Yes.
As much as I would be delighted to show up and actually have brunch with Marjorie Taylor Greene, and I am 100% serious. I
know you are.
Fucking love it. I would need some alcohol.
Oh yeah.
And I think she would be so much fun with a little liquor.
Oh, we got to get that girl drunk. Get her talking. All right. Well, we've got some folks to thanks. I'm going to start us off. Now, these may be I'm just going to say my email app seems to have gotten a little wonkadiddle. And I don't know what it's doing. Okay. So I think these might be old, but I think I might have missed them. So I'm just throwing them out there. Sorry, so sorry if I actually did miss you.
Okay.
But thanks so much to Inspire Therapy Center. You're now a teacher in our priesthood. And thanks also to Nathan for your donation, one-time donation over on PayPal. You are a deacon in our priesthood. So amazing powers conferred upon you.
Indeed.
And you have some folks to thank.
I have some people to thank as well, Dan. These are people who went to our website, thankgodimatheist.com/donate, just as the people you just thanked did. And because there's options, you can do PayPal or you can sign up on Patreon if that's the way you want to do it. We have a new teacher by the name of Kirby. So thank you very much.
Wonderful.
And we have a new priest by the name of Patricia. Patricia actually increased her support.
Increased to priest.
Patricia was already a supporter of the show, and she increased her the level of support, which is something any of you can do.
We encourage
it. If you're already a supporter of the show, this is why not? Like maybe Maybe just, hey, yeah, you know what? I could part with a couple more dollars a month.
Did you get a raise? Why not give us a raise? It's only fair.
Yeah, we're dealing with inflation too. But anyway, so thank you very much. We really, really do appreciate the support of the show.
Yes.
And as always, Dan, we have our top donor to thank, our Lord and Savior.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Alexandra!
Woo! More show coming up. Well, Frank.
Yes, Dan.
One hates to invoke this name, but I am going to bring it up, and that is Pastor Greg Locke, who is a piece of shit of epic proportions. Just a little spitfire of a man out in Tennessee who, longtime listeners will remember him from many, many incidents, including stories about him defying COVID regulations and saying that witches were attending his services and casting spells and he wasn't afraid of them and blah, blah, blah. One of the things that I actually missed is that back in 2024, apparently someone came to his house. This is true. This is not, I'm not, trying to set anything up here. Someone did show up to his house and just spray it with bullets.
Yeah.
Like hundreds of bullets.
Yeah.
From an automatic weapon.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures right now, and it's a crime scene, right? And so they put a little number, like you ordered something at a restaurant, you get a little table number.
They put number 10.
One of those next to all of the casings, and I see a number 51.
Yeah.
In just this photo, and I believe it that there's 50 other shell casings having been marked in that photo. So yeah, you're right. Just unbelievable and terrifying, right?
Very scary. His family was not there at the time, so that's
apparently
good.
One son was in the house.
Oh, okay. Well, the family. So no one was injured.
He was off in another wing.
Yeah,
where he was safe.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure I've never seen. There's no pictures of the Locke residence. I presume it's grand.
Well, I mean, the new place is, yeah. It's definitely the best house on the block. Anyway, he has been milking this thing ever since. He
started immediately,
like that. The middle of that night was posting on Facebook or Insta or whatever it was that madmen are trying to get him because he's gonna preach the Lord and God is protecting him and his family in literally quote unimaginable and supernatural ways. Tell that to your truck that's riddled with bullets, man. Anyway, and also the way that you're being protected is that you're not there. That's great. I mean, that's nice. That's a good way, but it doesn't feel particularly
it'd be far more impressive if you were like in the line of fire, and the bullets like bent their trajectory around you,
right, or just
like that would be God
bounced off of off of some sort of force field. That's unimaginable and supernatural. Just you're not there. That's not supernatural.
I can imagine that.
Yeah,
right. Like I can imagine surviving something like this by not surviving it, right?
Yeah, right.
Because if you're not there, you didn't survive it. If you're not in the disaster,
right?
Like, I survived Katrina, right?
Right.
Here in Salt Lake, I survived
exactly. That you remember that really disastrous tidal wave? I wasn't there, but I did survive it. So that's
Fukushima. I survived Fukushima.
Yeah,
Dan.
Yeah. So that's pretty impressive stuff.
By not being there.
Anyway, it's like, he played this up, the persecution complex, so much over the intervening years.
Yeah.
We're going to continue. We're not going to give in. We're not going to roll over. We're not going to be intimidated, blah, 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 blah.
Well, why not? This is a huge deal, Dan.
It is like, look.
His house got fucking shot up.
Regardless, it is a huge deal.
Right.
Like, it's not acceptable. It's not okay. And it's why I'm not going to move to Tennessee.
Right. But also, like, why not take advantage of this? Right.
Well,
like,
sure.
If I wasn't home and my house got shot up, I would be screaming to high heaven about it. Right.
Yeah.
It's huge.
But obviously, like the line that he was taking is, the bad guys are not going to get me. They're after me, but they're not going to get me.
All right.
It turns out he knew for a fact, just within months, there was an arrest made, and it was a 20-year-old kid who had a beef with his stepkid. So his idiot stepkid and this other kid were mad at each other, and it resulted in this kid spraying the house with bullets. None of that's okay.
What did his stepson do to this kid first?
We do not know. We do not know the answer.
I mean, nothing of this scale, but like, I'm assuming I no one wants to blame the victim, but that kid's got to be a shitbag.
Oh God, yeah. Greg Locke's stepkid? Are you kidding me? That's going to be the worst human on the earth. It's just bound to be. How could it not be?
Shouldn't say that. Just shouldn't say that.
Yeah. Anyway,
who knows? The kid's probably a sweetheart. No, Dan, the kid's a sweetheart.
Yeah, probably.
He's got to be just the sweetest kid.
Yeah.
And
it's
this
not
other
his
kid
fault.
with some semi-automatic or maybe automatic assault weapon.
It sounds like it was an actual automatic.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Gun. An automatic handgun, which is weird. But there you go.
Okay. All right.
So anyway, yeah, just shot the hell out of the place. That's crazy to me no matter what. I think the point here, though, is that Greg Locke was obviously willing to lie and make this about him and his oppression and his persecution and how they're out to get him. And you know what? I'm out to get you, Greg Locke. Not in any way that would end up with gunfire.
Sure. Yeah, no.
We hate you, though. So you're right about that. But it's not because you're Christian and therefore persecuted. It's because, you know what I mean? Like and the other thing, the thing that's so galling about the persecution narrative, and I see it all the time. Yeah. It's this crybaby narrative about how, actually Christians are the most persecuted of any group. Actually, white male Christians are the most persecuted. And I've literally seen that on the social media.
Yeah.
Because they're saying it. Because pastors are saying it. And they're really putting it out there. And it's what's so galling about it is that these pastors actively persecute people. And when they actively persecute people and there's any backlash, they wind that backlash into the we're persecuted narrative.
Right.
And that becomes, well, look at them. Look at all these gay people protesting outside our door just because we're trying to be good Christians. We're persecuted.
Gay people aren't showing up at your door wasting their time.
No, they're like shooting up your house.
Protesting,
They may be.
Because
they should be.
Just because.
Right.
I'm not showing up down the street to protest at somebody's house. Who's never said anything nasty about me or is in a position of influence over thousands.
Right. You're not
tens
protesting
of thousands of people.
You're not protesting the Episcopal bishop or whatever.
Right.
You're like or whomever. You're not you're protesting someone who's being actively harmful.
Yeah.
to a community of people.
Right. And to be clear, I haven't like shown up to protest it.
You should.
Anything in a very long time. But yeah. Wow. Okay. Greg Locke. So the truth comes out and he comes clean, right? Isn't that what happens here?
Yeah.
Is he
No. The amazing thing about all of these people is that they won't give up a good story ever. Right. It doesn't matter what truth comes out. It doesn't matter how, because all they have to say is don't go read that garbage in the lamestream media news, because you know that that's Satan's newspaper, and don't read that. Just come to me and I'll give you all the news you ever need, and maybe go to the Epic Times or Epoch Times or whatever it is.
Sure.
Or
the Deseret News.
Oh my God, no, they're turning on the Deseret News so hard right now.
What?
One of my favorite things is following the Deseret News on Facebook, because the comment sections are all like, how far you fallen, Deseret News? You used to be good. And it's just a liberal shill now. It's
the Deseret News.
The Deseret News. The Mormon
one of Salt Lake City's 2 dailies.
Yeah.
That's owned by the and controlled very strictly by the Mormon Church.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. That's how extreme the right has become. That a normal amount of conservatism sounds like liberal claptrap to them. It's amazing.
That's so good.
It is amazing.
That's so good. The Deseret News is unacceptable.
Yeah.
What, are they not like Fox News now either?
No, they don't. A lot of them don't.
I know they don't.
It's insane. If you're not all the way spouting wild conspiracy theories,
right?
Then you're not real. So yeah, I mean,
you're Satan's newspaper.
Oh my God, the Christian persecution line has gotten so out of hand, and it's funny because I'm on Threads. Don't follow me on Threads. You can find me if you want to, but I am not worthy of being followed on Threads, because all I do on Threads, it's my one place where I just allow myself to just poke bears the whole time.
Well, Dan, now people are going to want to follow and watch that.
Yeah.
Because
no one follows me. Because
that's what people like.
I have like 300 followers on Threads. It's not a thing. But I go to these, I see all of these things where, some Christian man is just crying about being persecuted. And I'm like, look, if you were in Iran or China, maybe I would listen to you piss and moan about being persecuted. But since you're not, I'm so persecuted. There's such babies. It's absurd. It's absurd. So go and kick a baby if you want, metaphorically, on all fronts. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much. If you would like to write in and tell us your approach to the whiny, persecuted white Christian males out there in the world, you can write into us, podcast@thankgodimatheist.com.
Or Colin leaves a voicemail message. We'd love to hear from you. The telephone number is 424-666-8442.
If you've had a windfall and it's finally time to support the show, we'd sure appreciate it. Go to thankgodimatheist.com/donate and become magical the way so many other people have.
This episode was edited by Roger Gowdy, and music was provided by the Red Rock Hot Club and Gordon Johnston.
Thanks so much for tuning in. We sure do appreciate you.
Thanks so much. And don't follow Dan on Threads.
Bye-bye. Thank God I'm Atheist is a production of TGIA Media, LLC, copyright 2026, all rights reserved.